friends. I hope we are live. I hope you can hear me. How are we today? It is a lovely Saturday. It's kind of gloomy outside, but it's actually quite nice outside, which I'm loving. We had a lovely deep freeze recently. But I am so ready for another live stream. I'm ready for all the productivity, you guys. How are we? Hello, everybody. Hi. Yes, how are you guys? I am ready to write. I have you guys again on my iPad, and I had some fun trying to get this angle because I've switched my desk organization. I now have my monitor on this side of my desk instead of my giant bin of stuff. So I have you guys wedged in against my monitor. So hopefully this works because I don't like this angle from this side. It looks funny because then you see only this side of my face. I don't know what it is. And I pinned back my hair. Now I look very lopsided, but we're just going to deal with it. I'm here. I got my coffee, my mug of coffee. It looks like a bowl. Technically is a bowl with a handle, but we're going with it. And I have some snacks. I have goldfish crackers, pieces of mango, and a cookie. I'm very excited. And today, I'm back into draft 3 of Project Dream. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be drafting. I have drafting. It's draft 3, so it's just pulling from draft 2 and editing it as I go. I have 10,000 words in this draft so far, and my deadline is the last day of February to get this one done, so it's very fun. And I have mainly the main purview is to get all my characters to be proper characters and to make sure that the story makes sense this go around. So that's very exciting. It's very exciting. Ready to write. I'm so excited, you guys. Hattie's going to be planning her scenes for her writing day tomorrow. We love it. What kind of scenes are you planning? Hello! Oh my goodness. You know, it's really funny because your screen name is not your actual name. I have looked at your Instagram 3 times or something like that just to make sure that I know your name, and every single time it just out of my head. And that makes me so sad. Where is it? Danny. Oh my god. Okay. Danny's here. We love it. I'm so sorry. I'm really terrible with names unless it's in your screen name. So I'm so sorry. Oh my god. But yes, Danny's here. Hattie's here. Sarah's here. Everybody's here. I love it. I love it. Ooh. Alexis is working on world building. I am so excited for you. What kind of a world are you building? That's my next thing. That's what I hope I'm going to be working on in February, maybe March. As I said in my character video, if you guys haven't seen that, I'm very proud of that video. It's up on my channel. It went up yesterday. And it's just, I'm so excited to go back in and learn new stuff about world building because that, like my characters, is another space in my writing that I'm not very good at. So excited to do that and build a world because I'm thinking that I think my world that I want to work on the most, because Project Dream is mostly a contemporary with a magical forest, this first book doesn't really need a whole lot of world building. It just needs to be a proper town, which I've pretty much done the work on. So the world that I need to build is Project Dark's world, and I have another standalone fantasy brewing in the back of my head that I'm so excited to write, but I think I'm going to set it in the same world, and then I think I'm going to make my D&D campaign in that same world, just so that I can build one world and then use for everything, which would help as well, because then it's seeing it from different areas, because my YA will be in one specific area, and then my D&D campaign is going to be on the other side of the whole world, and then my standalone fantasy dragon book will be up high in the mountains. Bye! It's my mom saying bye to me. All right, we're going to next submission for your writing class. I love it. Yeah, I do that too. Sometimes I'm I don't want to try and pronounce your name wrong either sometimes. So I'm just like, you, this person. But I know your name is Danny because it's one of the easier names to pronounce. Broken Legend. Ooh. Is that the title of your book? Because I love that. That is so good. I love planning scenes and having structured, at least like knowing where I want to go and what needs to be done in the scene, because then I don't end up with like scenes that are just filler, that are just there. Every scene needs to do something. So, character development, Project Blue. Project Blue. I love that everybody uses Project something now. It's all because of Kate Kavanaugh. It's just like leaked through the author tubes. It's great. You're building a fantasy world with creatures that you created. That's so exciting. Oh my god. Is it like a medieval fantasy, like a typical fantasy that you would see like Lord of the Rings set in, or like just completely brand new, futuristic, or like modern day, but just magic? Copy editing project. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. Megan is here working on her paranormal book, book 1 of 5. Ooh, that's so exciting. What kind of paranormal? Is it like strictly paranormal fantasy, or is it like contemporary paranormal with like ghosties and houses, or like paranormal romance? What kind of paranormal? I love that idea of books. I've had an idea in my head for a few years now that's just like it spawned when I was sitting at my desk at work, and it was like I was listening to my headphones and I'm like, what if a girl can hear the other side just when she is wearing her headphones? Like, that's the idea I have. I've done nothing with it. It's just there. So maybe one day I'll do something with it, but I don't know. I like the idea of ghosts. I like the idea of ghosts, and I'm the kind of person who can watch like ghost hunting shows, usually only during the day though, because I'm a scaredy cat. But like, I don't know what I would do if I actually saw a ghost. Ugh. I don't know what I would do, you guys. Yes, it is the title of the book. Oh. That's amazing. Titles and me don't really gel very well. Project Dream has a title, and it's like a typical middle grade title, right? Like it's like Abigail Carter and the Autumn Forest, right? Like it's one of those, like Abigail Carter and the da da da, Abigail Carter and the da da da, that kind of a thing. So it's gonna be like an easy series to put together because it's middle grade and those kind of titles work very well. And it just fits. But like for Project Dark, I don't know. Like I have a title for it. I can't really remember it right now. But my friend Sarah, who's actually in the stream, she was like, that's a very YA title. I'm like, yeah, it's because I followed a formula. The formula of like da 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 da. Haunting ghost demon. Whoa, that's so exciting. I love it. I love it, Megan. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Oh my gosh, that makes me so excited. Technology. I was about to say technological. No, technology with royalty. I love it. 10 out of 10. Yeah. Yeah, when I'm writing like short work or my essays for university, I would just go into my work and like pull a quote from what I've said, or like 2 words. I think there was one short story that I wrote, and it was just like something, like the word literally something, and then another word, and I had actually said that in the actual thing. That's how I usually do my titles, which is an easy way to do it, but for books, couldn't tell you. Yes, why are we always doing something completely different when ideas pop in our heads? It's great. Titles are very hard. Queen's Quartet. Ooh, I love it, Danny. That sounds so cool. Oh my god, you guys are writing such cool stuff. I love fantasy with classical elements of like dwarves and elves and humans. I want to write one like that one day. Woo! It makes me so excited. Anyways, we've been talking now for about 10 minutes, so shall we start with a warm-up sprint, my friends? Do we have a time in mind? Should we do, I don't know, 10 minutes or something? You guys let me know. I'm gonna set up my timer because that's better. I was gonna say these are all terrible. I'm not a pharaoh. Ooh, that's really cool. Oh my god, I love it. I love when you have point of views from completely different like areas of the world too, because then you see so many different perspectives and you're like, who's actually right? Nobody, because perspectives are perspectives. Yeah, no, that's not what I want. iPad, there we go. Yes. 10 works, 10 minutes. All right, my friends, we're gonna do it for 10 minutes. Let me set up a banner here. Edit. Ends at the 21 mark. Save. That looks ridiculous. Let's try that again. It's gonna be at the 22 mark now because I'm talking more. Ends at... Why is this so difficult? There, save. Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna leave that there. Ends at first sprint. Everything looks great, my friends. We're gonna wait until it hits 112. There we go. All right, friends. Let's sprint. All right, my friends. I hope that wasn't too loud for you guys, but that's the first sprint done. Oh my gosh, that went way too quick. I forget how fast 10 minutes is. Oh, yes, but how did that go for everybody? How do we feel? Do we feel warmed up? I wrote how many words? 273, which is like, I'm not like fast drafting. As I said at the beginning, I'm not pulling words out of nowhere. I have for my second draft next to me, and I'm working on the third draft, so I'm pulling words and typing from that, and doing that makes the words go so fast. Very fast. Hello, Devin. Welcome. Oh my gosh. Hello, Helene. Hello, hello. Is it Helene or Helene? How do you pronounce your name if you're around? I would like to know. Helen? Helene? It's the E at the end that throws me off. But you're here, you're going to be handwriting some of your Dark Academia novel. Oh my goodness. How did that go? I know handwriting is a lot. I love doing it, but like it hurts my hand a lot if I do it too often because I'm not used to it anymore. Being in university and having to write 3 essays in 3 hours, that like in an exam situation, that was fine. I could do that, but now my hand hurts a lot when I write. But that's really cool. And also I find that handwriting stuff makes me focus just on the page because my brain works too fast for my hand to keep up. So it's like you're just focusing on it, which is fun. Also, my writing is terrible. So when I write like that, it just looks terrible. I can't write it because I'm trying to catch up with my brain. Yes, Danny, oh my god, it went by so fast. Woo. Megan got 114 words. Amazing. Hattie got 4 scenes planned in 10 minutes. Girl, you are a superhuman. That is a lot. Oh my god. Holy. Got 3/1/5 of my notes. Very nice. That's awesome. Sarah got 232. Oh my god, I love it. 10 out of 10. Helene. Okay, I'm going to remember that. Helene. All right. Hello, Helene. Welcome to my stream. That rhymed. All right. Yes. Spoiled lately because all your classes are online. Is that really being spoiled? Man, I feel so bad for you guys having to learn through online because like when I was in university in like really big lecture halls, like if not in my English classes because I was an English major, but in my like extra classes that I had to take, like an anthropology lecture, for example. I was in an anthro class and it was a first year class, which is my first mistake. I was a 4th year taking a first year class with my first mistake. I got an easy A in that class because God, that was so easy. But it was so impersonal because there's so many people in the lecture hall. So I can only believe that being through Zoom is just the worst. Oh, I'm so sorry for you guys. But a paragraph done for that sprint. Very nice. Oh my goodness. It's a dark academia novel. What kind of dark academia are you doing? Are you doing like something kind of like The Secret History where it's like murdery, or something like Ninth House, which is a little bit magical? What kind of dark academia are you doing? Makes sense, but still killing the game, Hattie. Yeah, no, that's the one I would hate it. I would hate it because there's no way you could be like in that classroom setting. The best thing about university for me was sitting in the lecture halls discussing stuff. That was the best thing about university, was sitting in the halls discussing books. Just the best thing. And I didn't always have it because obviously there's some classes that like I was in a class once that the prof was the one who did all the talking because it was like a 2nd year course and everyone else was just like, I'm not going to talk if you don't make me. And there was no participation grade on the syllabus. So all of us were just like, nah, we're not going to talk. That was fun. But then other classes like Sarah, Dr. Warren, her classes were just fire because everybody wanted to speak and everyone was so smart. So you're just like, oh my god, I'm part of the smart person class. I love this. Anyways, yeah, that was a really good sprint, you guys. I'm having second thoughts about this scene that I am writing because, so here's the thing. I'll talk this through with you guys because you guys can help me out with this. So it's early on in the book and Abby, my main character, has just gone, like she was kind of sitting in her background and in her background, yes, Jenna, that's the word, in her backyard with her cat. And her backyard neighbor, like the backyard person, is Jack, who's going to be another character in this book. And he comes out after, like, he's met her already because his mom was like, we should go see the neighbors with a plate of cookies. Like, it's one of those things. So he has met her already. He comes out and he's like, hey, like, what's up? And she's just like, are you going to talk to me? This person is going to talk to me. So this scene that they're in, like, he takes her on, like, a tour of the town. Because he's a literal sweetheart and he's just like that. He just wants to take her on the tour. And then they stop at Jerry's, which is a like basically Luke's diner, but in my book. And except Jerry actually serves ice cream there as well. So they get ice cream and she kind of like, she tells him this little lie about like why she thinks that they moved to Chestnut Cove, and then it basically sends her into like a complete panic attack because she's so guilty about lying to him because she's got these wounds that like from her previous friend group who were like terrible people. They just like left her behind. So like that's her biggest fear, is to be left behind by people, which like is a fear of mine. And so at this scene that I'm working with, I don't know if it's too much that I've given, that it's just like she's like still trying to have a conversation with him, yet her whole body is like shutting down. And she's just like, I'm fine. And he's just like, I have to go. So, and then Jack's like, well, I'll take you home. And she's like, no, I'm fine. And he's like, you don't know where you are. Like, please. I love Jack with all my heart. But yeah, I don't know why I feel weird about it because that's exactly the reaction that she would have. Yeah, I don't know. It feels weird. Maybe it's because it's such a heartbreaking scene for me to write. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I miss Dr. Warren too. I wonder how she's doing with this pandemic. I don't know how to say that. What is it? Tell me. I need it. Tell me. What's the name of the website, Alexis? Maps are so cool. I love maps, and I would love that because I have one that my friend Sarah told me about for D&D, and if it's the same one, it's going to be great. But first year in school, first year in university, it's all online. I am so sorry that you're getting your university experience just ripped out. Ooh. I love it. 10 out of 10. If you're not really if you don't feel comfortable writing a lot of romance, make sure that there's if you don't want to make it like plot A, make it plot B and make like something else going on in plot A. And even then you can have like a pretty high plot B. Like if you look at any Sarah J Maas books, it's mostly like it has the fantasy element to it, but romance is like really high up there as a second plot that a lot of people think it's like 2 A plots almost. So age of the characters, I mean, they're 12, so they're pretty aware of themselves. Like I'm really just basing their behavior off of my students and the way that they would act in a situation like this, because one of my students actually came back once when I was in studio, when we were momentarily in studio in like September, and she was telling me how she had like something had happened to her over the summer, and it like gave her like really terrible panic attacks. And I'm just like, oh my god, you're so aware of yourself at 12 years old. But kids these days are more aware of themselves. Maybe that's what it is because I'm 23 and Abby's 12, and I have to think about like the fact that she's not going to know everything, and I'm writing her in a situation that she's believing this lie. So there's in like my character adventures, I listened to a podcast, and this podcast told me that every character believes a lie, and you have to figure out what that lie is. And then it usually changes by the end of it. And I figured out a bunch of lies for my characters, obviously, because there's so many. Like, and especially when you're little, you believe stuff so easily, and it's like, yeah, this is so true because of this one thing that I heard my dad say, you know, like it's one of those things. So, for example, if anyone was looking for a fun lie, Jack believes that you need to be confident in everything that you do because being scared is a bad thing. Because his brother, to him, was always like super, super just outgoing and confident. And he was like never scared. And so he, like, Jack has like internalized the fact that being scared is bad for some reason. And Willow has another one that like she thinks she needs to know everything about everything because she believes that's why people like her, and how she's going to get anywhere in the world is being a like conduit of information. It's just what she believes. And Abby, hers is another one that's like, it stems into this whole situation. Is that like she's got a bunch of lies that she believes, obviously, because she's the main character, but and that's like kind of where her flaws are built from, is that she's a person that people just inherently leave behind, and that's just who she is, and she's gonna have to deal with that, even though it's her biggest fear to be left behind. Like, it's this fighting thingy. I don't know. Does that make sense? Or am I just rambling? Because I ramble. It's a great time. Yeah, I'm really excited. If you want to like compare these two characters, they, in my head, Jack looks like Percy Jackson. That's a big thing that like even Abby notices because Percy Jackson's her favorite book. But he acts like Sokka from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like, that's the kind of character he is, like a really scared Sokka. And Abby herself is going to eventually kind of be like an Annabeth figure. Eventually, not yet, because she's very scared of like everything. She just has to become herself, and she's going to be more like Annabeth, where she just like walks into situations and has good control over these situations, even though she's like 12, 13. So it's gonna be really fun to play, like to fiddle with her and like have her grow from this like kind of really broken character to someone who is not and has like control over shit, who's gonna be pretty awesome. I love her. 2 pieces. Asgard Fantasy Map Generator. I'm gonna write that down because yes, Asgard. Because not only am I going to be doing that world building thing soon, I stick that on my computer. I just love maps. And I'm the kind of person who needs to like visualize stuff in books. So I love when people include maps. It makes me happy. Danny. Oh, you're not in school. Gotcha. Yeah. I don't know why university completely wrecked me. So I don't miss it because of the emotional and psychological toil it took on me. But I do miss the sitting in a environment talking about like books, which is why I started my Bookstagram. Like I planned it. I was sitting in my library with my friends at university, and I was like, I'm gonna take my channel name now because I want it and I don't want anyone else to take it. And then I'm gonna start filming videos in like March, April, May, that kind of a thing, which I did. And here I am. I started my Bookstagram specifically to talk about books with other people. Finished reading The Tower of Nero. Oh, I love Percy Jackson so much. I need to read the Apollo series. I've only read the first one. And I have the first 3, so I should probably get going with that. But anyways, we've been talking for a while, my friends. We should probably get into another sprint. Does anybody have a time range you want to do, or should we let Google pick between, like, I don't know, 17 and 21 minutes? We can do that. We can make Google pick, because Google random number generator. Should you do between 17 and 21, or do you guys have a different range that you want to do? Random number generator. What's happening? Why isn't there just a random number generator that comes up? There we go. Jesus. Between 17 and 21. All right, my friends. I got it on my actual computer. So let's generate 20 minutes on the dot. All right, 20 minutes, 75 minutes. Devin, get out of here. We can't sprint for that long. You know, our brains will all melt. I mean, I probably could because of the way that I am, but I like short sprints like this because then I don't have a chance of like picking up my phone and going on Instagram for 10 minutes, you know? Anyways, 20 minutes. 20 minutes is there. We are doing a second sprint. Nope. That's not the right time. Ignore that, please. 20 minutes from now. Oh God, I can't do this math. Somebody help me. 20 minutes from now is 1:58? 1:58? Okay. So we're gonna do 58. Nope, 59. All right, save, and all right, friends, let's, it'll be like roughly there, but let's go. Sprint, my dudes, sprint. We're done. Another sprint. Done. I just thought my head was gonna fall backwards. It can't. There's a monitor stopping it. Hi, hello, friends. I brought a friend to say hi. I just woke her up from a nap. She's very tired because she went for a long walk today, and she's just a snoozy baby. Oh, big yawn. I know life is so terrible. She's cute as hell, but she's a great distraction. Anyways, friends, how did we do on that sprint? How did we do? Oh, I know. Want to be part of the party too, don't you? How did we do, my friend? Oh, I know. Oh, hello, welcome to the sprint, by the way. Oh my god. Ooh. That's one way to stop distraction. Get updates. Yes, she is my child. Done with this project for now because I left a lot of notes and I don't want to overwhelm my sister. Yeah, that makes sense. I do the things. I'm the kind of person that when I like make notes and edits and stuff, I don't realize how many notes and edits I've done until they go and open it up and they're like, Jenna, what the fuck? This is 160 comments on my 2-page essay. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. Didn't even realize. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Bella, I'm so sorry that I'm cramping your style. 1 chapter planned and 2 chapters read, and book I'm reading. Very nice. Which book are you reading? Are you just having a time? I'm so sorry for your inconvenience. For inconveniencing you. Okay, fine. Do you want to go? Is that why you're being a little bit of an angry baby? Okay. Bye. Okay, everybody. Say bye. I know, I'm just making you mad. Okay, go. Fine. Go lay down. Go see. Go see who's there. Yeah, I know. Anyways. Go see. That's the wrong way. There you go. All right. Blue got 5 pages edited and beta'd. Ooh, very cool. 162 words. Very nice, Megan. Just trucking away. I love it. And Helene got a page handwritten and a 7-cup of coffee. Love it. 10 out of 10. Coffee is the best. Sarah got 348. Starting to draft the last couple sections. I mean, sure. Hey, but you're almost in it. Amazing. Editing the map on the website. Very cool. I'm very excited to check out that website. Oh, very excited. I stuck it to my computer. I looked around for a second. Asgard Fantasy. Ow, it fell. Fantasy map generator. Stay. This monitor is like my, kind of like a pin board, I guess would be the way to say it. But I don't pin anything to it. I just stick sticky notes on it. Not sure if I want to switch to working on my story, if I want to work on embroidery. Well, it's up to you. What are you embroidering? Rereading Twilight. Ooh. Reading Hunger as well. Hunger. Is that part of that, like, Gone dystopian YA series? That is, like, many, many books long with, like, the kids on the cover. And they're, like, standing there all ominously. I don't think I've ever read those, but yeah. Well, that was great. Did I even say what I got for this sprint? Hold the phone. I had to start typing one-handed at the end there because of Bella, but where's the thingy? There it is. I put an asterisk, and sometimes I couldn't find it. Ooh, 499 words. Very cool. 499 words. Very nice. And I'm expanding the scene I'm in a little bit because I have been doing this thing where because I'm writing middle grade, I have come across a lot of places where they say like middle grade, like the standard chapter word count is like about 1,500 words for middle grade. And I realized that all my chapters are almost 3,000 words. So I've begun stripping them down to like one scene a chapter kind of a thing. And like I'll be cutting the longer scenes up. So I've got 10 chapters already, and we're not even close to the pinch point, but or the inciting incident yet, but it's fine. So it's one of those things that some of my chapters are now like 900 words, and some of them are like 1,400 words because it depends on the length of the scene that I had. So this one was like 700. So I'm just trying to add a little bit onto the end to see where it goes. But yeah, it's a good time. Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys I don't really know what to ask you guys now. Yeah, the Gone series by Michael Grant. I knew it. Full pair of canvas sneakers for all true top. That would be so cool. Oh my gosh. I mean, these aren't technically writing sprints. They are productivity sprints. So you can do whatever you like in this sprint. Very cool. I don't think I like when I was younger I was like, oh, like they're on my radar, like I want to read them, but then I never did. And they're just not interesting to me now. Because dystopian is just not interesting to me now. As much as it was before. Like I like the Bone season. But I haven't really, oh dear. I don't go out of my way to search for dystopian. But yeah. I don't know what to ask you guys. Do you guys have any questions for me? That'd be fun. While we're sitting here in our break. I could ask you, because I know a lot of us are writing like fantasy or like kind of fantasy-esque, like paranormal or with magical creatures. If you could write any other kind of genre, what would it be? Excuse me, that coughing went down the wrong way. I think because I'm the kind of person who like wants to dabble in a lot of genres, the only genre I probably wouldn't write is literary fiction. Well, even then I probably would do that, but just more like a romance-based one. The only one that I wouldn't write would be like horror or thriller. Because I want to write fantasy. I want to write like high fantasy and like urban fantasy kind of a thing. I want to write romance. I want to write, yeah. So, what would your guys' other genres be? That'd be fun. Yeah, I just think after that boom with the Hunger Games and stuff and Divergent, it kind of went downhill from there. They're all the same. What is my favorite scene to write? I don't know. Because I don't know if I'm good at writing like action scenes, really, because I don't really know what's going on. Myself, I'm like, I don't know how to describe this. But I always find that like the big climactic moments in the book, so like the big points in the book that like things start to turn. I really enjoy writing the like initial scene that like starts the story. So like in this case, it's when Abby goes to the forest in her new town. That's like the scene that's gonna get things going. It wasn't one of my favorite scenes to write though in this particular book. I also really like to write like kind of emotional scenes in a way. Like I have a scene in here that just came out of nowhere between Abby and her sister, and it made me cry when I was writing it. So That's fun. But I also really, really like getting to the act 3 point where things are just picking up, because I can feel myself getting out of the slump that act 2 puts me in all the time. And I'm like, this is it. I can see the end. I'm gonna go for it. And then I just write 10,000 words in a day. It's one of those things. So I don't really think I have a specific favorite kind of scene to write yet. Do you guys have specific favorite scenes that you like to write? That's a good question, because I know one of the authors that I follow on Instagram, her name is HM Long, or Hannah Long. Her favorite scenes to write are action scenes, because they're just so fun for her. So that's really interesting. Historical fiction has something to do with mythology. Yes, mythology is I love mythology. I wish I knew more about it so that I could actually write something with it, which is my plan for maybe something. But I think it would be more of a my own mythology I would have to make up, which is going to take forever. Historical fiction, yeah. I think historical fiction is a little scary for me because it just requires so much research. I want to write a middle grade novel one of these days. Basically, the Adam family meets Clue. Yes! Oh my god, yes! That sounds so cool! Oh my god, writing middle grade is probably the best thing that ever happened to me. Deciding to write that middle grade story for Camp NaNoWriMo in July last year. It's this one, Project Dream, that I've been working on. I wrote it in 17 days. It just poured out of me, and it's so quick and so fun because you can really do whatever you want with it, because kids are just easy, right? You just have to remember that when you're actually going back and writing and making your writing better, is that with kids you have to make it concise, because kids obviously they just want snappy, quick stuff to keep them going. So yeah, middle grade is fun. Writing horror is fun. I mean, sure. Historical fiction, but I haven't played with it yet. Yeah. Sometimes you just need to let ideas brew, you know? Just let them sit there for a long time and develop arms and legs and stuff. I like every genre. Queen's Quartet is fantasy, but I also got a sci-fi, monster thriller. Oh, that's another one. Sci-fi terrifies me as a genre, just in general. I don't think I could ever write sci-fi, just because creating universes could never. Which I get it's a step away from fantasy worlds and stuff, but that would be very difficult. I hope. That's really cool though, when you take two genres and kind of meld them together. I love it. I love that kind of stuff. Yeah. That's really cool. I love that people are hoppers and they're not dedicated to just one genre that's theirs. Writing scenes where a character is taking a new place, meeting new people for the first time. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so you have a character who's completely new to a place, and then you drop them into something so that they can really experience it for the reader as well. I like that. That's also fun to write, yes. Broken Legend. Finally writing scenes where my characters only hear something. Ooh! Yes! When just things fall in line. Ooh, I love eavesdropping scenes. I love reading eavesdropping scenes. It makes me so heart pounding, because you're what if they get caught? What happens then? I love it. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't know. I think I would have to be a more experienced writer and to write more variety of things and actually have them and have more experience drafting, because now that I think about it, I only have really drafted 3 different stories in full, even though Project Dark has been through 5 iterations of itself. Once it was a race quest type of thing, which was interesting, which was fun. It was fun to write, but that was a thing. But I've written, in high school, it was a contemporary book that was very much like Sarah Dessen, and then the fantasy, and then now this one, middle grade. But I'm excited to see where I go with my writing, What's going on? Oh no, will I let them get caught? Roll a dice and see what happens. See if getting them caught could get them into a situation that they need to that either has something to do with the plot or like one of the subplots to like build intrigue, or like something that they could do to not get caught that would then move the plot forward or the characters forward or something. You can, I don't know, roll a dice and see what happens. Very nice. Goldfish crackers are the bomb. Anyways, friends, all right, it's 2:14. Should we do another sprint? Does anybody have a time range that I can throw into Google? We can make Google choose again. We did 20 minutes last time. So I'm going to put 20 minutes as the base. What should be the top? Between 20 minutes and what? I'm just going to eat more goldfish crackers. And so that'll be the third sprint. Ooh, I like that. That's fun. 31, 20 to 26. 21,000. Oh my god. 20 and 26 is intriguing to me. We're going to do that one. 20 and 26. Between 20 and 26 minutes, we're going to let Google choose. 22! Google's being nice to us today. All right. 22 minutes. That'll take us right to 2:38. If I can get this going. Dun, 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 dun. 38. Save. All right, my friends. Ooh, where is it? Start. Sprint. All right, my friends. That's that. Hey, Google, stop. Third sprint done. Amazing. How did we all do? I got some good writing in. I think I'd have to look at my page at my number count now, but I am now at 1,600 words for the day, so that's pretty cool. Hello, Al. Welcome to my stream. Welcome, welcome. We have, I think, one more left, and it's going to be probably a little bit of a shorter one because it is already 2:40. So, but yes, how did everybody do? Everyone's still trucking away? I just wrote, in my scene, I just wrote a little bit of an emotional beat with Abby and her dad, and I actually, for once, figured out how, like, because in Save the Cat Writes a Novel, this baby right here, I'm gonna hit myself in the face, you know, in this baby, it tells you that you have to have like a theme stated, and usually it's stated by another character that like the main character doesn't believe, but they will believe it by the end of the story, kind of a thing. So I actually had her dad say the theme stated, which is really nice because I was originally going to have Jack say it, but it just didn't work right at the beginning of the story, so there is that. Okay, so that there is that many words, and then how many did I write in this one? Wow, okay. So I ended up writing 841 words in that sprint. Look at me go. I love it. Oh my goodness. All right, so Megan got 361. Amazing. Hattie planned 2 more scenes and started to finish diamond painting? What is that? Are you painting a diamond, or are you doing something that is called diamond painting? Nice. I mean, I started eating my cookie. And I don't know if any of you saw, I had like my sticky note pad. It fell into my lap and I like threw it and it landed right in my coffee. So now they're ruined. It was perfect. It just went whoop, right into it. I was like, oh my god, my aim when I'm trying not to aim is impeccable. But yeah, I started eating my cookie. It's very good. It's not even really a cookie. It's more of like a baked good cookie between like a pastry type of thing. It's very delicious. They're like these massive cookie shaped things that have like deliciously crunchy dough, and then in the middle they have like jam and dough bits on top, and then it's like all covered in powdered sugar. They're very tasty. 275 ended up doing more research on measurements. Nice. We love research. But a page written. Wow. That's really cool. Because like handwriting stuff takes a while. So very nice. Gloria. Yeah, that happens to me all the time. Oh. Ooh, please do. Cut the notepad in half. I mean, maybe, but it's kind of like leaking in, and it would be such a tiny little notepad then. It's fine. I have other ones. It's just, oh, they're not that bad. Maybe it's just this top one that's ruined. Yeah. And they're just going to be a little bit wavy because of that. Well, we'll see what I can do with that. I just started laughing. I was like, of course I would do that. Get stuck right in my coffee. Alexa's picking out names for each of the cities. That's so cool. That always takes me so long to do because I always want to do it like, I want to find a language that I can like adapt the names to, and then I want to like have each of the names mean something, and then it just gets so complicated, and then I'm like, why didn't I just go to a fantasy name generator? It'd be so much easier. But then like even doing that, some of the words don't, or like some of the names don't really fit. Oh, yeah, it's a time, but that's really exciting. Yes, vital information. Vital. But yes, all right, so it is 2:43, my friends. Shall we do one last kind of unwind sprint between like 10 and 15 minutes or something? Just to bring us down and finish up what we're doing. Hopefully I can reach, I need about 400 more words before I reach my word count goal for the day. And then, because Scrivener calculates word count goals for you, which is really nice. Yeah. Oh, I'm at 11,000 words for this document. That's really cool for this draft. Look at me go. I would like to get closer to the pinch point. And now I'm having this like massive epiphany where I just want to remove the scene that I'm working on. Oh no, because it's the scene that, never mind. No, I want to, I think I might just shorten it a little bit because it is the scene that goes into the scene. I feel like the initial incident is, or inciting incident, I guess is the word to say. It is the cookie. It has like jam. This is the last bit of the cookie. Okay. Are you guys good with letting Google choose one last time for our last sprint between 10 and 15 minutes? Is that okay? See if Google is nice to us or makes us work right until 3. Let me set this up. Okay. We'll let Google choose. So, 10 and 15. 11 minutes. Okay, so Google's being really nice to us. Okay, so that will take us, if I started at that, yeah, it'll take us right to the 57 mark. So let's pop that one up. 11 minutes, my friends. Oh, gotta do this on the timer. Damn it, that's my calculator. How many times am I gonna do that? Okay, 11 minutes. One last sprint. It's very difficult to do this when it's mirrored. And start. All right, my friends, that is that. Amazing. Oh, bye, Helene. It was lovely to have you. I hope to see you guys very soon again. Hopefully, maybe next weekend or the weekend after. Keep up these streams because I really enjoy them and they're very productive for me. I get so much done. But yes, that was our last sprint. Our last one of the stream brings us right to 3 o'clock. How did we do in that stream? How did we do today in this whole stream as a whole? How did we do? How did we do? I have officially hit 2,100 words for the day, so that is my goal. Amazing. I think I'm gonna go and either keep working on this or put like in my living room or read or something. I'm not sure, but this is fun. I just had the mayor come up and meet them, which was really fun to do because the Carters, the family, like Abby and her sister and her dad are from Boston, a big city. And they're just moving to this little town, right? This little small town. And the mayor comes up and the mayor is like the most he's wearing like a full brown suit with an orange shirt in the dead of summer. He's got like a pin in his upper button that's got like fall things that says welcome to Chestnut Cove, and his little pocket squares pumpkin themed, so he's a lot. And he's just like, welcome to Chestnut Cove, Carters, and they're just like, okay. Very fun. It's a fun scene. But yeah, that's what I did. I don't know how many words I wrote because I didn't end up keeping track, but I hit my goal for the day, which was pretty great. So I did hit, well, it was like 1,600 roughly. So roughly 500 words around there. Pretty great. All right, Sarah got 188. Very nice finish. We love it. I'm going to check that out now so we can see. I didn't get any notification. There we go. This is the diamond painting I'm doing. Oh my god. Oh, is it one of those things that you like take each individual like crystal and like put it into a... Oh my god, that's like paint by numbers, but like surgery. Look at this, guys. How incredible is that? I love it. That looks so cool. I love it. It's Yoda, right? That's not baby Yoda. That's regular Yoda. He's too wrinkly. That's beautiful. Beautiful, Hattie. Oh my goodness. Thanks for coming. I always enjoy doing this with you guys. Megan, 346 words. Very nice. 800 words for the stream. We love it. Created another kingdom for the continent. Ooh, I'm so exciting. Surgery, paint by blood. Yes. Like, you know the game Operation where you had to be really careful picking out the bones, otherwise the whole thing would beep at you? That was the most stressful game for me because I hated the sound. It gave me like heart palpitations. So like that, being very particular with what you're doing. Book, movies, TV show adaptations. Does anyone have any favorites? I think my favorite is Emma, the 2020 Emma. I'm excited also for the Shadow and Bone one coming out because I didn't really love the trilogy, but I really liked Six of Crows, and I'm excited to see how they like put it together. And I think Lee has enough like fingers in the pot that she's gonna make it good, you know? But I'm usually one of those people who doesn't really love book to movie adaptations because usually adaptations wreck it for me. But yeah, my favorite one is definitely Emma, the 2020 Emma. It is next level beautiful. I love it so much. But yes, my friends, thank you so much for coming to hang out with me today. This has been absolutely lovely, and I really hope you guys had a good time. I'm so glad I got so much done. 2,100 words. Oh, amazing. But yes, I'm going to leave it here, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your afternoon, evening, day, whatever time of day it is for you guys. And I will catch you in another video soon, in another stream soon, hopefully. Maybe next weekend if I got nothing going on, I might schedule one. if you want to keep up to that kind of stuff, follow me on Instagram, because that's where I usually post like this is coming up in a week kind of a thing on my stories. So definitely follow me there. My stuff is in the description if you want. And if you haven't yet, like this video, like the stream, because it makes me happy. But yes, friends, I'll see you very, very soon. Have a good rest of your Saturdays.